Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Games here on Game Dev Tycoon. For everybody catching up, we are playing as if we have the exclusive license to produce Marvel Comics titles, and we just had a big hit. We had our first smash hit, 39 points out of 40. That was 3 perfect scores. We sold over 100,000 units in our first week, and we are up to $1.3 million for Dazzler's Disco Dash on the Ninvento Game Link. So let's see how we go from here. The Vena Oasis is coming out soon. I tend not to develop for the Sega analogs because I never really was a Sega guy up until the Dreamcast. We are not moving into our new office yet. Not yet. We're going to make more money. Gameplay very important. Yes, it is. And we are... Oh, it's going up in week 2. Yeah! Okay, research. We need to develop our new engine. So we want to work on graphics. I'm sorry, that's going to be very important for us. I'm not, stuck just on graphics, but you can't deny that video games are, for the most part, a visual medium. Set a new standard in quality. Well done for Dazzler's Disco Dash. I told you. Wow! 500,000 in sales. We are still in 5th week. We are still ranked number 1. We're again ranked number 1. 4.2 million. I can't wait to do the game research on this. Let's do some more research. We have 20 points. What can we get in here for 20 points? Better dialogues, better user experience, level editor. I am a gameplay guy, so we're gonna go gameplay. Traditionally, I'd like to add some more features, but gameplay is very important to me. Well, this won't be a million seller, but it might make 3/4. As that's going, we are going to... Nope, sorry. I'm not going to develop a new game. We're going to create a custom engine with both types of graphics, better user experience, open world. Perfect. So we've already gone to... Timely, and then Atlas. I guess it's time that we are going to hit the Marvel Age of Comics. This is going to bring us up to the 60s on this particular engine lineage. Eventually we'll go through the Marvel Age. We're going to hit Bronze, and then we're going to hit, I guess, whatever you consider the 90s, the Grimdark era. Then maybe modern, and then we'll go through a different thing. We'll probably go back to creator names. 745.8, not quite 750,000 units, but still $5.2 million in sales. So we are flush. If you're just tuning in to this particular episode, welcome back. We are kicking some butt, which is not common for me. So the Marvel Age. Synonymous with the Silver Age of comics. DC had kind of started to bring some superheroes back. You had the Flash come back, you had Green Lantern, and you had your first kind of real Silver Age story with the Flash of Two Worlds. But Marvel is pretty much the ones who defined it. You had them just owning the 60s. With 5.3 million, yes, I will. This is, again, where I get nervous because I jumped way too quickly last time, and it cost me my company, Stone Age Games. But this gives us a buffer, and it does give us the ability to... We're going to go for it. Still going to go slow, not going to go nuts. Let's develop one more game by ourselves, and then we will do some training, and we will hire a new associate for our next title. Okay, so develop a new game using the Marvel Age engine. We probably need a new topic. We don't want to do any of this old stuff. Come on, why'd you guys even let me go here without doing research on a new game type. So new topic, hacking fashion. I'm sorry, I am way too into the fashion games I create here. In previous playthroughs, my fashion games for young audiences, Pretty Girl Party, Pretty Girl Ultra. I think I had a whole series of what they called the Pretty Girl games, and they made me so much money. So we are going to go with the Marvel Age engine. We're going to go to the young audience. It's going to be a fashion game, a fashion RPG for young audiences. Call it Waspware. This, of course, is focusing on the not-so-heroic side of Janet Van Dyne's career, where she did fashion design. They've had her wear a number of different costumes of her own design in the series. They've had her designing costumes for a lot of the other female superheroes. I know specifically she did work for She-Hulk, as they were good friends. The gameplay style of Waspware will be largely, it's a toy more than a game, where you'll get to pick different, tops, bottoms, hairstyles, or what have you for various characters. And I'll be fair, I will let, I'm not going to be sexist about it. Male characters will show up needing fashion advice as well. You will have very fashion-conscious characters like Wonder Man. As a movie star, he and Janet would get along just fine in that particular area. And based upon either a mission mode where the success or failure of your outfits lets you advance, there's also going to be a kind of sandbox mode, if you will, where you simply get to mix and match and design your own outfits for the different heroes. If this gameling has the same peripherals as its real-world inspiration, it will have a camera so you can import your own face, and it will allow you to use the printer to print out pictures of your favorite outfits. A pretty highly reviewed game so far. We're going to average out as a 9, about a 9.25 here, maybe 9.5. That should sell well for us as well. Come on, give me a second. Okay, game. Oh, I know I have to do it myself now because I have multiple people who can use. Once you have multiple associates available to you, you need to click on the individual you want to do the work for you. So it's not going to sell nearly as well as Dazzler, and it's dropping off fairly quickly, but it should still make us some money. So as that's going, we're going to research. We're going to do training. Train staff management. If you are not a fan of Stone Age games now, then the chances are you will be after playing their latest hit, Waspware. The level design is both sophisticated and surprisingly intuitive. I never felt like I was guided through a level, but I never ever got lost either. A true achievement. Waspware really deserves the top spots in the charts. From Curtin Gillen Gamers. I wonder if he's named after Kieran Gillian from comics. The world may never know. So perhaps based upon the real-world success of Pokemon, if you want to make a quick buck, hit up the Gameling. Fill position. I traditionally have been a design guy when it comes to these sorts of things. So I want someone who can handle a bit more of the technical tasks for me. Last time I spent too much money. I spent $300,000 looking for someone, and it cost me. So even though I have a lot more money than I did in my previous playthrough, I'm going to scale that back to 170. I'm going to go for somebody who can do some actual math for me. Yeah. Hey. Okay. Sorry, I had a quick pause here. So the Super TES is on its way. I can't wait to develop for it once we hire our new associate, Cody Baldwin, who is more of a tech guy. Great at research, fast, pay $10K a month. Good at tech, not bad. Brody Lee, all tech, no design. This is the focus sort of guy I want. Brody, you, my friend, are hired. Welcome aboard. So, my guy's kind of worn out from that stuff. Waspware, meh, not quite $1 million. Let's do some research as he gets up to speed. We're not quite ready for medium games, but we're going to go for it. So as part of your training, Brody Lee, I want you to discover a new topic for us. Superheroes. This should be, you know, a piece of cake. This should be a no-brainer, considering we are playing the superhero game. So let's see what we can get young Brody to do for us. Think hard, Brody. Think hard. Fans have created a game using a lot of the assets from Dr. Doom's Pirate Treasure. They don't make any money and seem to do it for fellow fans. Our legal advisor strongly suggests we should not allow this to go on. What do you want to do? We are all about the fans here at Stone Age Games. We encourage the use of some of our older games. You know, typically we would license this out, but we're going to let you go. We're going to be super popular with our friends. Hello, Aaron Stone. I have followed the progress of Stone Age Games for a while, and bloopity bloopity bloop bloop. Publisher can come in handy. Market and publish games. You know, fund development in return, keep most of the profits, but so we shall see if getting into a publishing contract will be worth it for us. Right now, we are not in the market. But we are right now just spending money. We're not making any money. So new guy, you better catch up. We're going to develop a new game, Marvel Age Engine, on the Super TES. Yes, we'll pay $50K. Which topic? A superhero RPG. Let's do superhero action for everyone. Small game, still us. And let's call this doop-a-doop-doo. Why not? We're going to get people together. No. We're not going to go for the cheap Avengers Assemble. The team that I grew up with, the team that I loved, was West Coast. Iron Man, Wonder Man, Scarlet Witch, Vision, Hawkeye sometimes, Beast sometimes, Mockingbird. John Byrne. It was the John Byrne era that I really got into it. Hi, Denise Reed, main developer of the Doom's Pirate Treasure fan game. Legal department advises to... Oh! They advised me to stop them, and we didn't do it. I thought I clicked the wrong button. Best company in the world. Glad to be part of the fan community. Game 726 fans. We are approaching 10,000 fans, which is great. So we want to build up the AI to make this a fun game to fight with. Dialogues, we don't care for this one. Bloopity bloop bloop. Lots of points go into technology, which I love. Graphics and sound. We need to work on getting stereo sound for the Super Nintendo. Super TES, pardon me. Gary White from Gamers. I got word Sony's working on a new game. Would you like to share some information about my current project to do an interview? Yes. What decisions go into making a video game and how companies prioritize? Your new game is a superhero action title. Can you tell us whether such a game would have more focus on engine or dialogues, or I don't know? Engine! That is going to help hype the game for us. Professionals agree. Build that hype. Marketing, let's advertise. Or I can do demos because it's a cartridge-based game, and who can do demos of a cartridge game? All right, nothing else going on. We will finish the game. New levels in tech. Yes, not a lot on design. Brody Lee. Generate me a game report. Costing $222,000, our most expensive game to date, I believe. Let's see what reviews say. Below average. Pretty much they're saying shitty. 5. Wow, all games. That's quite a spread between a 4 and an 8. Huh. Okay. We did not break 10,000 first week. No new insights. Do some research. What are we going to do? New topic. Law. Awesome. And I will research. What do I have points for? Simple cutscenes. Whenever I think of simple cutscenes, it actually goes back a generation to Ninja Gaiden, which had like the best cutscenes. That was so cinematic. Playing that in the basement of my childhood home. Ninja Gaiden was awesome. What we're talking about here on the screen is the Invento play system, where Sony and Invento are going to combine to make a CD-based system. But then, oh my goodness, what the hell happened? After just a brief discussion of it, everything turned sour, and it went south. This, of course, mirrors what happened between Nintendo and Sony, and I consider that the defining moment in modern gaming history. Had Nintendo been willing to share licensing fees on the CD format with Sony, we may not have ever gotten the PlayStation, or at least delayed it by a significant number of years, allowing Nintendo to keep their #1 spot. So that was a big deal. So Brody Lee is all refreshed. We're going to develop a new game, Marvel Age. Click it. Topic, law. Genre, a law RPG. A law sim. A law strategy. Let's do a law simulation. We're not quite ready for you, buddy. We're going to go back to the PC where that goes well. And we'll make it mature. Small game. Let's call it Nelson and Murdoch. Of course, this will be a game starring, do some basic 3D, Matt Murdock and Foggy Nelson. This will focus primarily on the legal side of things. Occasionally you're going to have moments where you go out as Daredevil, but that's going to be largely to gather evidence illegally, or retrieving criminals who have either skipped bail, who have not been willing to provide and to show up for trial, or even those who perhaps were declared not guilty despite your best efforts, and you get to round them up and beat the crap out of them. Don't really know what for, but yes, we are developing a game for mature audiences, and yes, we will give an interview. Thank you for your time. We're going to do some marketing as that's pumping up there. Because this is a PC game, we're going to give out magazine and demo, so we're spending some cash here. We think that the audience is looking for mature themes, and we are going to take that risk. Got plenty of hype. Not going to break any new ground on design or technology, New topic, new combo, graphics, or pardon me, gameplay, level design, and graphics all go up. Character progression, which should be pretty much a basic thing for any RPG. I don't know why that's even a separate issue. $206,000 in development. The first reviews for Nelson and Murdoch. Again, we're hitting these low scores again. Am I going to have to go back to the well and do another Dazzler Disco Dash? 3. That is our lowest score so far. Wow. All games, our #1 fans gave us a 5. Alright. So as soon as he's done with that, we're going to go back to the well. Sometimes it's not about creativity, sometimes it's about money. A mature law game is bad. A simulation. Okay, so what kind of law game is there? You got basically Phoenix Wright. Maybe they're thinking Carmen Sandiego as a law game. Who would be good as a Carmen Sandiego? You have a lot of private detective sort of stuff. You do have Heroes for Hire. We're going to try something here. We're going to go back to PC. We've got enough money that we can have a bit of a flop. A law adventure for young audiences. So who would this be? Heroes for Hire? Could it be S.H.I.E.L.D? Doing some spy stuff? Yes. So in S.H.I.E.L.D. files, you will be playing as probably not Nick Fury. You may play as a life model decoy, perhaps. But you're not going to go on the run and gun sort of adventures. You're going to go tracking down supervillains. Curious taste for unusual games. The audience is looking for new topics and genre combinations. But you're going to be looking for, you know, Baron Zemo stole the Statue of Liberty. The Red Skull has carved his own face onto Mount Rushmore. That sort of stuff. So yeah, this is basically going to be a Carmen Sandiego game. Again, I don't know if adventure is the correct style in this game, but we're willing to give it a shot. We lost fans from Nelson and Murdoch? Thanks, dicks. Sorry. So pretty good on design, pretty good on technology. I level up to level 4, nothing else really pushes forward. The reviews for S.H.I.E.L.D. files come in. I see 1s. We did so well coming into this episode. We were doing so good. We had so much money, and now we're losing it. At least we didn't hit a 3. Alright, we're gonna have to go for it. So, you, research some stuff. Wait, no, we're gonna save it for 2D Graphics V3. So, sorry, new game. Gonna be young audience. It's going to be let's see what we had for music. Game history. Dazzler Disco Dash was a casual music game. That's the key. Okay, so we're going to develop a new casual music game on the game link for young audiences. So who would be another good musical character? Well, you had Kiss, was a Marvel comic there for a while. Anybody else known? Jubilee? No, Boom Boom. They just have sound. Who else would be a good musician character? Sherlock Holmes. Don't know if we had a Marvel comic of him. That's kind of rough. Maybe it is just Dazzler. Use modern Dazzler. Who do we have over here? Doctor Strange, Hulk, Howard, Spider-Man, Punisher, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Power Man, Iron Fist, Namor, She-Hulk, Iron Man, Hercules, Spider-Man, X-Babies, X-Men. Oh, a lot of stuff over there. None of it is really hitting the spot. So, Dazzlers, Disco, Disaster. Something happened after the super fun time we had in Dazzlers Disco Dash, and oh, I know what happened. Okay, for Dazzlers Disco Dash, what happened was the roof was on fire, and they didn't have any water. They just let that mother burn. And so the disco burnt down. So Dazzler has to put on some sort of show, like at the end of Breakin' 2, to make money to rebuild the disco. The gameplay style, again, I guess it's going to be just like a rhythm game. But not just a straight up, you play along with the music. Again, you've got a Game Boy sound chip here. So it could be something more like Donkey Konga or Jungle Beat, where you actually use the bongo controller on the GameCube to make Donkey Kong move. I guess you had Tropical Freeze and a couple farther games in that series. So we're going to see if Dazzler can bring some of that disco magic back. A new record on technology, which is a surprise for a Gameling game. Brody Lee, generate that game report. Or S.H.I.E.L.D. files. I will generate the game report for Disco Disaster. Hopefully, we start... Whenever I see a 1 at the beginning, it makes me feel really worried. So not quite the big hit that Disco Dash was, but at least we're above 500. Barely. All right. One of the rare occasions where we have 2 games on the market at once. Doesn't overlap for long. Graphics, yeah, the combination was great. I guess it just wasn't into... People wanted new topics, we didn't have it. Law and adventure. So it looks like S.H.I.E.L.D. should have done better. They said that based upon the requirements they had there. So we are going to send this little fella on vacation while we do some training to help build up our development skills. With that, we are going to close it off for the night. If you have any characters or storylines you want to see included in the games we develop here, please drop a comment below or hit me up on Twitter at ATI Channel. Otherwise, just stay tuned for another great episode coming up soon, and we will see you all next time. Later.